Dozens of respondents listed in the appeal case in the Constitution petition over the Building Bridges initiative. The legal counsel representing both appellants and respondents have been at the forefront of the process. However, counsel for the BBI report chose to see a silver lining in today's ruling, stating that the possibility of resuming the BBI report remains open. This, according to the petitioner's counsel, means that the BBI is forever null and void. Gina Kirori has more on the intrigues from the learned friends.
Thank you very much, counsel.
As with many things, the battle lines were drawn within the courtroom at the start of the Building Bridges Initiative report hearings on January 18th, 2022.
And rely only on the Constitution, our one engine for the Commission, because the second engine has failed.
Basic structure doctrine is a legal device that has been used by the courts in an effort to promote democracy.
Give us time. The Honorable Attorney General, I rarely agree with him, but this time I agree with him.
And as the final verdict on the BBI report was delivered today, many of the petitioners' counsel were managing their expectations.
It may not go the way we think, but I think generally on the fundamental questions, I think they're going to resolve that.
But when the hammer fell on the nail, it sealed BBI's fate, at least for the time being.
We can say affirmatively that today marks the end of the BBI bill insofar as it has been declared unconstitutional.
Some were elated by the decision of the 7-judge bench, which held, with the exception of Justice Njoki Ndung'u, that the president cannot initiate a popular initiative, rendering the BBI process unconstitutional. The Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission was among the winners in the landmark case, as all but Justice Mohammed Ibrahim had the requisite quorum of 3 commissioners and was legally constituted to verify the over 1 million signatures submitted by the BBI team. There was also the nagging issue of the proposed 70 new constituencies.
That's why you had that Article 89 of the Constitution you can't touch without involving IBC and involving the people. And that's why, to that extent, the bill was found to have been unconstitutional.
The manner in which the BBI process was initiated was not the only issue under scrutiny. Just before Chief Justice Martha Koome read the final judgment, she directed legal counsel and parties to cease attempting to influence the court. She identified the main characters as former LSK President Nelson Havi, advocates Esther Angawa and Ahmed Nasir Abdullahi, who cast insults and disparaged the courts on social media.
And they cast aspersions on the courts. For counsel to appear before the apex court, then proceed to hurl unnecessary diatribe, insults, and speculations on appending judgments amounts to unethical conduct on the part of the counsel.
But we must be given the opportunity to critique objectively what the judges have said. And as Lord Denning said, a judge has no function getting onto Twitter or onto the press to check what we are saying about him or her.
With the exception of Justices Philomena Mwilu and Mohammed Ibrahim, all judges agreed that the Constitution lacks a basic structure, something that many of the BBI supporters see as a green light to bring the BBI report back to life someday.
The right to amend has been reinstated, so it is upon proponents of BBI and the political leadership that supported it to decide whether they want to bring it up now, whether they want to bring it up in its entirety.
Process-related questions, a few process, not all process-related questions, just a few process-related questions which can still be met through a similar initiative.
However, one of the points the judges agreed on is that there is lack of proper legislation governing the signature collection, verification, and how county assemblies pass amendment bills. Parliament has been asked to pass legislation on the subject.
We still have to have collection of views. You must have a discourse publicly. You must have the people participate in that process, and then eventually you must ensure there is a referendum.
The learned friends who support the Building Bridges initiative believe that if the proponents of BBI choose to restart the process, they will be successful. Gina Kirori, NTV.